everybody, and welcome to Button Battlers. Today I will be showing you part 2 of our coding series. So here I have the base for our game, and I already have this coded out, so you can just click the link in the description to my GitHub and download this file. But what I'll be doing today is I'll be going over this code line by line. And so in the end, the result is going to look like this, with a circular quit button here, and when you click it, it's going to vanish. And so this is important because it'll build the foundation for our game. And I'll be going over what our game is later, but first we'll go over this code. So first off, we're going to be importing our library that we installed in the last video, Pygame, and we're also going to import another file inside of Pygame called sys. And so first we're going to initialize Pygame by saying pygame.init. And we're going to make sure to have our parentheses next to it. Then we're going to create the screen resolution, which is going to be 720 by 720. And then we're going to open up the window itself. So our screen is equal to pygame.display.setMode res, and res stands for resolution. So then that will create our window itself. Then we're going to create these colors so that we can use them later on to create our button. So we'll have our white color, which is going to be color equal to, and then the RGB code. So 255, 255, 255 is going to be white. Then we're going to create the light shade of the button, which is kind of a darker, or a lighter gray. So it's going to be 170, 170, 170. And then we're going to create the dark shade of the button, which is going to be gray, which is 100, 100, 100. And then, so this will store the width of the screen into a variable. And so it's going to be width equals screen.getWidth. And so this will create a variable that is equivalent to the width of the screen. And then we're going to do the same thing with the height of the screen by replacing width with height. Then we're going to create the font. So small font is equal to pygame.font.sysfont Corbel 35. So 35 is the font size and Corbel is the font. And so next we're going to create this font. So text equal to smallfont.render, and so this text is going to say quit. And it's going to be the color which we defined as white. Now we're creating the loop of the button itself. So we're saying for every event in pygame.event.get, so this is looking at every single event that happens. If the event type is quit, then we're going to close the program. And so now it's going to check that if the mouse is clicked on the button, so this is the formula that we're going to use to determine whether or not the mouse is clicking on the button, and then we're going to quit Pygame. And so now we're going to create the actual button here. So here we have mouse, and so mouse will be the position of the mouse at any given time in XY coordinates. So this shows whether or not our mouse is above the button. And so if it is, then we're drawing this ellipses with the color light, which is a lighter gray. Else, we're going to draw the ellipses with a darker color in the same area. Next, we're going to take the text and put it into our button. So screen.blit text, comma, width divided by 2 plus 50, and this will just put it into the button. And then at the very end of every single program in Pygame, you're going to want to hit pygame.display.update, and this will create our program. And so you can play around with this, look at the different shapes you can make, the different things you can make the text say. And so if you hover over it, you can see that even just barely tapping it with your mouse is going to light it up, and by clicking it, it closes the program. So this is going to be useful for our program because the game we're making is a point and click. Like other aim trainers and stuff, you'll find by clicking the button, it'll give us a point, and we're going to want to see, and it'll spawn a button that you'll click again for another point, and we'll see how many of those buttons you can click in 1 minute, and that'll be your score. So we'll need this so that we can make that button, and we'll learn how to put other values into that button. In the next video, we're going to be figuring out how to create a timer that will count down on our Pygame screen. Until next time, make sure to check the description below for the GitHub. Bye!